in the middle of the night. Yeah, that shit wakes me to fuck up. Because it's not at like set times that the train rolls by. It's it's like it's random. It just passes through when it passes through. See, in Florida, I knew when the trains would come in. The one in October, going into like Thanksgiving, the one after. See, I got booked October 24th. So the ones that were closer towards Thanksgiving, the trains were literally full. Because certain parts of the conversation, like, not everybody needs to hear. I was talking about when I was in jail. I got my mattress so far, yes. Have I gotten my bed frame? Not yet. It's still coming. It says arrives by Tuesday. So. I'm eagerly anticipating the arrival. Why did I go to jail? What do you know? Like, are you new here? No, I did not get to see the kids for Christmas. Does that suck? Absolutely does. Is there anything I can do about it? Legally, no. Yes, I feel better. I passed. There was something in the cup. It was like the size of my pinky nail. I mean, it wasn't quite as big as the pinky nail, probably like half the pinky nail. Something with my baby dad. Yeah, it was a protection order. That I violated. That he knew about. Basically, I feel like I was set up. Because originally we didn't live together. We had like... Okay, so we broke up. And I was just platonically living with him for a little while there. Giving it up to him like every now and then. And then I was just like, okay, like, I'm not giving you any more. Like, I'm completely done. Like, at this point, I had found a new guy. I moved in with new guy. We lived with new guy and his brother. Like, me and new guy lived with his brother. And at the end of summer, it was like July. He kept trying to get one of my friends to talk me into coming down. And, like, the friend would send me, like, screenshots of the messages from him talking about, yeah, talk to her, see if you can get her to come down here, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Like, really had her and her husband thinking that he was a whole changed man and shit was gonna be different this time around. Like, she really, like, now the girl's on my side. So, she really truly believes that he's changed, like, in the things that he's done, the way that he's acted, etc., etc., etc. Like, she truly believes that he's changed. So I'm like, I'm leaving. Like, I don't think this is a good idea. I'm going to show you that he's not really changed. I really hope he's changed. I hope I've made the right decision. Da 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 da. And, like, a month down the line, nothing has really changed. Like, I'm constantly cleaning up after him. I'm cleaning up after the kids on my own. I'm bathing. I'm feeding. I'm cooking. I'm cleaning. I'm doing everything with no help. Dishes. You know, brushing hair. Getting both of them up for school. Getting them dressed. Getting one on the bus. Taking the other to school. Like, okay, and some people aren't stay-at-home mom type of people. I told him on multiple occasions I would rather work. I told him on multiple occasions, like, look, you work, you can get childcare. Once you get childcare, I can go out and look for a job because I don't have the kids. I looked for jobs. It's not always that easy to get a job when you don't have, like, maybe, say you don't have, like, really customer service experience. They're gonna pick the person that has more customer service experience over you 1,000 times before they pick you. And then once we finally get the courage to, like, up and be like, look, we're not putting up with this shit. We somehow end up as the abuser. It is what it is. You know what? It is what it is. Because one of these days, things will be different. No, actually, it won't, because history repeats itself. like, I only lived with 2 different people after breaking up with H. And one of those people, my kids lived with me. Why? Because I had temporary custody. Granted by the court. Family court. Same day granted. Like that. Do you know how hard it is to get something granted the same day like that? That's pretty fucking hard to do. They had their shit in the works the entire time I was in. Yeah, okay, so imagine why when I came to them with all of my accusations, dates, times, witness, my mother was a witness to what he did that night. And it was granted like that. His took weeks for them to clear. They didn't even notify me of the court date. So when they had the court date here in Delaware for his original protection order, I was never notified. You need to stop being a victim and start. You need to stop being a victim and start. You need to stop being a victim and start. You need to stop being a victim and start. First of all, someone is using this live on a different live. What do you mean, Sky? Who is it? He didn't even notify the state of Delaware that he was moving out of state. Last time I checked, if it's over 50 miles, you have to notify family court. Alright. I literally, my sheet extra, okay, so I got there at 1 o'clock. No. I remember I got up that morning, my mom came and got me at 9. I got there by 10:30, 11 o'clock, and by 11:30, 12, I was already in my caseworker's office, checking off things, writing shit down. Like, I'm talking I was going thoroughly through everything. My mom was there for over half the time. And if I'd be like, Mom, what do you think? Like, she'd be like, yeah, okay, yeah. And I'd be like, and then she left for the last half, and I finished up the paperwork. We got the paperwork in. Now, mind you, courts here close at, I think, 4. We got the paper in by 3 o'clock. By 4 o'clock, it was granted. That was for mine. And you know what's crazy is the same exact judge that saw me for my case saw him. Why do I need to accept? Just a question. Did you get a DV charge or child endangerment? No, I have not been charged for either of those. I was in 2019, way before my kids. I didn't even get to see a judge for the one in Florida. No, I haven't been told anything regarding the children. I don't know. Guys, I've tried to call the courthouse on several occasions and ask them the grounds of the protection order. And they're like, we don't have anything like that for you. And then they're like, you need to call this number. And I can't remember the freaking number to call. But I think it's like the DA's office or something. And I have to call them and talk to them. But the lady that I talked to wouldn't give me any information about the case. Who do I call? I don't know who the RO lists. I really don't. They won't send me the paperwork. I don't even have my caseworker's phone number. I went to the hospital because I was in pain. I never said that the kids weren't that important right now. County clerk. Yeah, I do want to fight. I just feel like they'll take me more serious if I'm stable and in my own place first before because they like to give people time limits on everything, and not everything is like, not everything is easy like that. Typically, they just need to see progress. Like, I understand where people are angry at me for not having the same reaction that they would have. I understand that. But I don't process like everybody else does. I don't process emotions. I process all at the same time, and a lot of times I just shove it to the back of my mind for a minute. And then it kind of gets full, and I can't process anymore. And then I melt down. And y'all don't normally see the meltdowns. I've had my fair share of crying and tormenting myself about it. There's nothing that you say that I haven't. There's nothing that you could say that I haven't already probably said to myself. Just put it like that. Guys, I don't know who to ask. I don't have the caseworker's phone number. She came to see me one time when I was in there, and that was to rug test me. I have her first name. Call courthouse. What time does DFS close? I think they close at 4. Go to the courthouse he filed at. He didn't file, y'all. What I'm saying is he didn't file. The state of Florida filed. Oh my gosh. He originally filed here. But that one ended, and they wanted to make sure all their bases were covered, and we're like, oh, we're just gonna throw another one at her here. I'm gonna call my P though. First thing tomorrow morning. Let's make a list. Call because every time I ask, my probation officer just says no contact with H. No contact with H. And I'm like, I understand that, but I need the details. Bro, am I allowed to see my kids or not? I've literally asked him this. And he just keeps saying to me, no contact with H. And I'm like, I understand that. I'm really trying not to yell at you, sir. But you're really pressing my buttons. Yeah, he has them. I took the kids from him. I do not have DV charges. How do I have DV charges 10/27/25 if I was in jail already? Sweetheart. They're not pending. The charges were literally violating a protection order. That was the literal charges were violation of an injunction. That is what my charges were. Yeah, I've been out of court. I'm not out on bond. I'm still in a little bit of pain, but other than that, I'm alright. I didn't know that my PO could give me resources, but that's not. First of all, I'm not trying to add more on top of what I already need to do for probation. Okay, look, I still already have to pay $100 every time I talk to them. I still have to pay for my urinalysis. I also have to pay for my classes that I have to take, the 29-hour classes that I have to take. And if I ask for those resources, I don't even know who to talk to at DCF or whatever I don't even, like, I'm legit lost in the sauce. So I'll talk. I don't know what resources y'all are telling me to ask for, but I'll just put resources. I'm asking what questions do I ask? Legal aid, they never get a hold of you. I sat here for 2 months waiting for legal aid. I called every single day for 2.5 weeks. They called me back 2 months later. And I'm like, thank you. Appreciate it. I can't go in person. I can't go back to Florida. Does anybody know where the physical office is? So I have call Florida Children's and Families PO, ask for resources. Okay, I don't know what fucking questions to ask. I already called the district attorney. They never called me back. I called them 4 different times. He never called me back. I didn't even give up custody, Ren. You don't even know what you're talking about. My mom don't even know what to ask. Okay, I'm just gonna call the police tomorrow and ask. But the police can tell me who I need to call to find out who I need to call to find out. You get what I'm saying? No, but they can tell me who I need to call to find out the details of said order. Okay, the courthouse. See, when I called the courthouse, they told me that they didn't have anything. Clerk of the court. Clerk of the court. Yo, I'm gonna be on the phone all day. I'm not calling the dang district attorney. They screwed me over. They're not your friend, by the way. And I'm not a criminal, by the way. Okay, so I got Florida and Children's. PO asked for resources. I still haven't had any questions on any answers on what questions I need to ask him. St. Johns County Police, Courthouse, and Clerk of Court. The fucking judge told me that. She literally said, don't talk to H. To me, that means I can't speak to my kids, can't video chat my kids, can't do nothing with my kids, because now H has full control of them. I asked him what I needed to do to see my kids. First of all, Rembrandt, you don't even know what you're talking about. So, bye-bye. I definitely do have custody of my kids. Like, he even literally took the fact that I enrolled this little girl in school away from me and said that he did it. Boy, no you didn't. I did that shit. I can call the school and be like, hi, is there any way I could talk to my daughter? Like, am I allowed to talk to my daughter? I could probably do that. That's funny because I've called her teacher before at school, during school, while my daughter was in class to see where the TV remote was because I swore up and down she had it. They got some stuff from my family. Not from me, but from my family. And I did buy gifts, so yeah. I bought gifts. I know what I was saying, but that's not concern. Because some things are better left unsaid and really aren't the whole world's business. I'm taking these. Anyway, I'll be back on here later. I'm gonna lay down for a little while. Rest my back, my belly. All of it. Does DCF have a case against me? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what the is going on. All of this happened while I was in jail, and I had no knowledge of any of it. So, yep. I'll talk to you guys in a little while. Knowledge of any of it. So, yep. I'll talk to you guys in a little while.